The Silver Star, first of all, I never wound up in my footlocker. I didn't know where it was. I didn't know why it was. I really couldn't find any pieces of paper that ever said I got it, except the history of the 94th Division. In the back listed me that I had the Silver Star. I tried all over to find out where it was. I wrote to my congressman, and they said, "Oh, gee, unfortunately, the records were those records were kept. That building burned, and so there are no records anymore, unfortunately, and there's nothing we can do for you." But St. Thomas Academy did the impossible. I absolutely cannot believe that this happened. As an individual, I feel it's unfair to give me this great honor today. That great honor belongs not just to me, but may I share it with the entire United States. First of all, I'd like to share it with St. Thomas Military Academy, which was the situation in those days. We studied military science and tactics every Tuesday and Wednesday for 4 years. In addition to that, we fired all the weapons of the infantry at Fort Snelling. Every spring, we had maneuvers in Highland Park. And Highland Park was at that time a wilderness. And we all ran around with rifles and so forth. And then, of course, 24 of our class actually went to Fort Snelling. And there we fired everything up to the 37mm automatic rifles, the 03 bolt action, if you can remember those, long before the M1 was here. So that class of 42, 24 of us made all the grades, and we were second lieutenants the day we arrived. When we arrived in Camp McCain, Mississippi. The strange part about was how this country was united together, because one of the first people I was assigned to the platoon as soon as I arrived there, and one of the first people who saluted me as his commanding officer was a professor who had previously taught me ancient history, George Longman. And this was a period in our country which was so unique because everybody in the country was united to win a war. The people at home were saving tinfoil, they were saving string, everything we did, and it was absolutely accepted that St. Thomas trained us to be officers. We were officers in the infantry. We had a job to do, we were well trained, and we did our job. I don't feel in any way that I'm any more a hero. I certainly did nothing that all of my other classmates who were officers did. I know all of them, know well, they went all over. Unfortunately, many of them went over and did not come back. Obviously, those are the heroes, and those are the heroes we should honor. And I've got a message for you cadets all over here, and that is cherish the 4 years that you had in St. Thomas. It's been 40 years since I graduated. And the dear friends that we have now are the friends that we made at St. Thomas Academy. And I think it's amazing, the comradeship, the bonding that occurred, the types of individuals. It was just something that you have to appreciate and treasure for the rest of your life. So thank God that you are here. You come into this expression, probably somewhat insecure and don't know what it's all about, but by God, when you are a senior, you salute the world and you're ready to do the job that you're going to do. And I just cannot express enough what a wonderful training it was for me, what a wonderful growth experience it was for me. We had our children, obviously, the last two that were here before we moved to California, obviously went to St. Thomas. They thoroughly enjoyed it. I spent all those years fixing the rifles with the crack squad and dropping them on the terrazzo floor right here. It has been 40 years for us since I last was in this building and watched the crack squad perform. Anyhow, thank you so much for this honor, and I'd like to share that honor with all the veterans, particularly these wonderful people from St. Thomas who fought with me in World War II. As much